Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Great League Fossil Cup, and we're going to be trying out the Jellicent with the Escavalier and the Ferrothorn in the back. So here we're going to have to switch out into the Escavalier. They switch into the Pelipper. This is going to be a very favorable matchup for our opponent, so we're just going to allow this to go through. Ends up being the Weather Ball. We are able to get to another Aero Ace. Maybe we grab a shield here. Let's find out. Okay, we do grab a shield at least, so that's a job well done by the Escavalier, honestly. We're going to come back in here with the Jellicent. We are going to have to consider shielding here. They have a lot of energy. You do shield the correct Hurricane, and we are not going to be able to farm down before they get to another Hurricane, I think. So we're just going to fire off this Surf, see what's in the back here. Ooh, we see a Jellicent in the back, and this Ferrothorn here is going to be able to apply some pressure. One Power Whip goes through, does nearly 70%. They go for the Shadow Ball, and we are able to survive it. We're looking for a farm down. Would you get the farm down? We have an opportunity here to come back from this situation. We go for the Thunder, it does some good initial damage, and now we're just going to apply pressure. We have another Power Whip coming through. They have to shield here or let this go. They're going to let it go, and they are going to get farmed down. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game off of a kind of a bad lead against that Sandslash. So this team off to a good start. So the core, or there's a couple of cores. There's the Jellicent and the Escavalier. And then another way to think about it is like an ABB double weak to fire in the back. Here's an awful lead. We're going to have to switch out here. At least we have two semi-good counters. They switch into their Poliwrath, which is interesting. Escavalier is able to fight that with this Aero Ace, so we are dealing a chunk of damage. We're going to shield right here. Oh, unfortunately, we get baited. Ends up being the Icy Wind. If we had called that bait right there, we would have been in good shape. But they do grab a shield. At least we flip the switch. So at least we're going to be able to line up our Ferrothorn against it. But we are going to part ways with a Drogon, so good damage right there. Let's see what's in the back here. Oh, unfortunately, it's their own Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn here is going to have a really favorable matchup against our Jellicent here. Unfortunately, it's going to come down to Ferrothorn versus Ferrothorn, and their Ferrothorn is going to be able to whittle us down low enough that they can just take us out with their Lantern eventually. So we wanted this Ferrothorn onto our Lantern, but ended up having a mirror matchup at the end here, which is not going to work out. We're hoping they make a mistake at this point. That's the only way we can really win this. We're just firing up Thunders here. The Thunder is getting it into the red. Is there a chance we farm down here? No way we can farm down, right? So we're hoping that they switch out prematurely. No, they are going to commit to the charge moves, and unfortunately unable to get to two Power Whips here. One Surf does go through, but they had enough energy, and this Lantern is going to be able to take us out. So GG's to our opponent. Tough lead. Even tougher backline. The only chance we had right there was if we had not shielded their Icy Wind with their Poliwrath, then we would have had a chance maybe, but still would have been iffy. Alright, they switch out into their Feraligatr. We're going to go to our Ferrothorn here. This is going to be interesting. They do have the Crunch version, so we don't have to worry about potential Ice Beam. And the Crunch didn't get the debuff, so at least we have that going for us. Here, we're going to shield here so that we can reach this move. And this is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. Our opponent does let it go. Okay. And then they're going to come back in with their Poliwrath or the farm down to go into our Jellicent here. They had the energy advantage, but none of the moves are going to be that effective, so we're just hoping our backline is going to be good. We go for the Shadow Ball right here, even though it's debuffed. They do tank it, and let's see what they end up doing. They had Feraligatr and Poliwrath. What do they have in the back? Like a ground type? Or, I don't know. So we're going to go for this Shadow Ball right here. This is going to get the shield of the KO. They decided to let it go. Ends up being the Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn here is going to struggle against our Escavalier. We take a Thunder here, and we are going to be just doing a ton of fast move damage. We go for this Drogon right here because as a shield, we are going to be close to another one, but they realized that their only win condition was us baiting. So GG's to our opponent. Not bad. The Ferrothorn and the Escavalier ended up closing the game for us. All right. awful lead here. We're going to switch out into our Escavalier versus this Togedemaru. They go for the Wild Charge. Wow. We thought that they were bait right there, but they went straight for it. And now we're in a iffy situation. Either way, it was going to be pretty iffy to shield that or not. They do go for this switch out into the Ferrothorn, and we have the Jellicent back in. And this is going to be a favorable matchup for them. So the only hope here is if we try to catch a move. Okay, no catch. This is probably the Thunder. Yeah, they are going to be able to just go Thunders here. Let's see if we can just farm a ton of energy at this point. That's the only way we can see ourselves winning this. No Thunder goes through. We are at 100, so we're just going to throw this Power Whip here under charge. Unfortunately, not enough under charge. We do see the Togedemaru coming back in. We're going to apply the pressure going for this Power Whip. They do decide to shield. We're going to combo play here. Go for this Surf. It does grab that shield. And then we're going to fire off the Surf immediately again. Is it going to take it out? No, they actually are able to survive with a sliver of health. They switch out into their Quagsire. We're going to go for this Shadow Ball right here. And then it's a race to the move. They are able to snipe our energy. Is this a Mud Bomb or is this going to be... No, they have the Stone Edge version. So Stone Edge is revealed. Do they have Aqua Tilt? No, they have the Mud Bomb. So it's the worst of both worlds. We had to try to farm down right there to have any chance to win the backline. And unfortunately, we couldn't get that farm down. So GG's to our opponent. Kind of unfortunate that they ran the Mud Bomb, Stone Edge, Quagsire, and were able to deal some neutral damage towards our Ferrothorn. Otherwise, I think we would have had a chance to farm down with that, with a potential Aqua Tail. Alright, Jellicent versus the Poliwrath. They switch out into their Reggie. So we're going to go into our Escavalier here. They're going to throw the Focus Blast. Deals a ton of damage, but we're looking to try to get to 2 moves here. One Drill Run does get used. We're trying to get another shield here. Oh no, we faint on the move. That is horrible. Okay, so we're going to have to go to our Ferrothorn here, and we're just going to try to get as much energy as possible. Try to end out with at least 2 Power Whips, so if they come back in with their Poly, we do have a move. We're going to fire off this Power Whip here, undercharge a little bit. Ouch! And then the Poliwrath snipes our energy as well, so that Poliwrath ended up not even taking a Power Whip, unfortunately, so the Ferrothorn play was not ideal. We thought we had 2 already, but that's why we undercharged, try to get to that Power Whip. We had to use 1 Fastman to get to it, and they were able to snipe our energy. So they have a decision here to make. They're going to let this go or shield it, and unfortunately it ends up being the Cradily. So Cradily here is going to be able to apply a lot of Fastman pressure, but they have a shield. So, oh, they actually switch out. Okay. They do have 100 energy. Is this going to be enough to take it out? No, unfortunately, the debuff came into play. But either way, it would have been a tough situation because their Cradily wouldn't match up against our Jellicent. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.